Fifth graders, hope you're having a great week. Hope you got some good practicing in and are ready to keep continuing on. We're going to still be dealing with page 10 this week. We started our eighth notes last week. We're going to continue on with that study. The eighth notes that we've been doing up to now, most of them have been a repeat of the same note, like we did in Skip to My Lou. Now we're going to continue on. We're going to do number 43 and number 45, where we're going to be switching eighth notes sometimes. And the eighth notes won't be the same note. So we just have to have fast fingers and get our eyes moving quick and our brains moving quick. So this week, we're going to focus on 42, 43, and 45. We did 42 a little bit last time, but I think it could probably use another week. It's a little bit tricky with the eighth notes. We haven't been doing eighth notes for very long, so I think another week of practice on that one will be good. And then we'll move on to 43 and 45. I think you're going to recognize both of the tunes that we're going to add this week. So get ready for our play-alongs. Hey, trumpets, you guys ready to get started here? Okay, so let's do another week of Skip to My Lou. It's our first time here with these eighth notes, and I think that we could maybe use just a little bit more practice on this one. Remember, we talked about this one has that low B, that middle valve. Make sure that our two fingers are sitting on the buttons. And if you notice, this one, both the lines start the same. 1 and 2 and 1 is all we need to start these first two lines, isn't it? Okay, but a reminder, before we start practicing, before we get into these, make sure you've done your long tones, your long buzzes on just your mouthpiece, and then our long tones on our trumpet. We want to get ourselves good and warmed up before we try to play these. Sit your cameras or your Chromebooks, whatever you're using to record, by your book. That way that you can I can get a good angle on your video. And remember, our trumpets are straight out from our face. We have nice C's in both hands, and our fingertips are the only things touching the trumpet. Okay, so let's do Skip to My Lou. Everybody get 1 and 2 down, ready to go, because we start on E. Here we go. How'd we do? How about we'll put it on there. I'm going to put another play along on there, and I'm going to face the other direction. I think it's easier to see my valves that way, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Let's give it another try. And remember, on that low B, that's one of our nice and relaxed notes, isn't it? And when we're going for those G's, we need to make sure we have a good M, a really firm smile, and we're pushing lots of air. The upper shelf notes, the higher notes that we're learning, really take air. I mean, that is the key, guys, is air. You gotta blow through. Okay, I know you're practicing in your room by yourself. Your room's probably small. You probably think you're playing really loud. You're really not. You need to push a lot of air. Okay, let's look at long ago. Now we're going to start having eighth notes that are different. You'll notice that your first two eighth notes are C and D. What's that mean for you? Nothing. We just move our fingers faster, our eyes move quicker, our brains move quicker, our tongue moves quicker. Nothing changes, nothing's different. You just have to get used to changing valves a lot quicker. So, if we look through this one and talk through our positions or our valve combinations, open, open, 1 and 3, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, open, 1 and 2, open, 1 and 2. That was cool. All 1 and 2 and open. Open, 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, open. So a lot of times, guys, we're playing notes that use the first valve. Remember, it stays down. Open, open, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, open, 1 and 2, open, 1 and 2. We did our high and our low 1 and 2 on that. Open, 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, open. See how long I had my first valve down? Because all the notes used it, didn't it? Okay, I'm going to slow the metronome down to 60 for this one, just till we get used to how quickly those eighth notes are going to go by. We start open. Make sure the trumpet's right out in front of your face. Here we go. That one did have the repeat sign, so I went ahead and did that one twice because it's a shorter one, and it wouldn't hurt us to do that one a couple of times. Now, you might have to practice that one by yourself slower, more along the lines of the tempo that I was saying the valves for you, because it does go by quick, okay? So make sure, don't think you have to jump right in and play it that fast with me. Practice it first and then jump in with me. Also, with our eighth notes especially, we need to remember to make sure that we are using our tongue. You should feel your tongue hitting your teeth. You should also hear it. Your mouth and your ear are very close together. I can hear that T sound. So you want to make sure that you are tonguing not only the eighth notes, but all your notes, right? Okay, that's especially going to be important with number 45, William Tell. This is a song you probably heard. They use it in a lot of commercials, a lot of movies. You probably won't recognize it at first because, remember, this is a 5th grade beginning band book. This is not, you're not an orchestral trumpet player yet. But if you recognize that tune, they play it in a lot of racing movies and things like that. So you probably have heard it, maybe not the 5th grade beginning version. Let's talk through our valves. Open, 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 one and two, open, 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 one and two, open, one and two, open, 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 one and two, open, 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 one and two, one. So you should have noticed I said a lot of opens. There's a lot of open notes in this one, right? And a lot of the open lower notes, the C. The only other things you heard me say were 1 and 1 and 2. That's all we have to worry about in this one. Okay, so let's say it and do our vowels. Open, 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 one and two, open, 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 one and two, open, one and two, open, 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 one and two, open, 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 one and two, one. And we've got 4 eighth notes in a row there at the end, don't we? 2, 2, 2, 2. Make sure that we're using that T sound. Okay, we'll do this one at 60 first, so we get used to it, and then we'll try it a little bit faster. Here we go. Now, you're only going to hear, there's only going to be 3 clicks because we have that pickup note. Remember talking about pickup notes before? Yeah. Okay, here we go. So make sure on those A's, those higher 1 and 2s, again, nice tight smile, lips against the teeth, lips together in an M, and tons of air. Air is the key, guys. I think that's what a lot of us are just struggling on, so we're just not putting enough air through the instrument. It takes a lot more air to play an instrument than to just talk, right? You gotta blow your air. Okay, wanna try faster? Let's kick it up to 70. And try it a little bit faster. Here we go. Okay. And if you get really good at that and you want to try it even faster, try it even faster. That's going to tell you for sure if you're using your tongue correctly. If I would try to play this faster and not use my tongue, you just couldn't do it. That's why it's really important as we start progressing that we make sure that we are using our tongues. Okay, have a great week. I look forward to hearing these 8th note videos.